Honestly, thank you to the people who didn't believe in me. Like, a month
Mercedes-Benz just dropped a jaw-dropping $90 million dollars on Coco Gauff, and you can bet BMW is somewhere rethinking every decision they made. This isn't a regular sponsorship deal, it's a power move. A message. Mercedes is basically telling every rival brand, we just locked in the most influential young athlete in the world. The numbers are wild, the timing is savage, and the storyline? Even better. So the question is, did BMW mess up by letting Coco go, or was Mercedes always going to outbid everyone? Tell me in the comments. So here's the headline. $90 million dollars for 7 years. That's what Mercedes-Benz is investing in Coco Gauff. And before anyone jumps in with that's too much for a tennis player, let's be real, this is bigger than tennis. This is about global influence, culture, branding. Mercedes didn't just sign her, they flexed. Hard. And BMW is the one left looking embarrassed because guess what? BMW had Coco first at the start. Everything looked great. She arrived at tournaments in BMWs. She was featured in their ads. Her partnership looked locked in for the long run. But behind the glossy photos, things weren't working. People close to the situation say BMW underestimated Coco's brand power. They treated her like another athlete on their roster instead of recognizing she was a cultural shift on her own. Creative disagreements began piling up. BMW wanted traditional, polished ads. Coco wanted campaigns that highlighted social issues, sustainability, and authenticity. BMW wanted her image. Coco wanted a voice. You can guess how that ended. They called the split mutual. Corporate translation? One side wanted out, and the other side couldn't stop it. And anyone paying attention knew Coco was the one who walked. She wasn't interested in being a silent face in commercials. She wanted a partnership, not a contract. She wanted a brand that aligned with her values. And that's when Mercedes-Benz stepped into the picture and didn't waste a second. Mercedes had been watching everything unfold. They saw BMW drop the ball, and they were ready. Right after the US Open, Mercedes execs flew to New York and met Coco's team with a deal so massive it immediately became the biggest endorsement of her career. But here's what they brought. White heavy checkmark, $90 million over 7 years. White heavy checkmark, a full fleet of Mercedes vehicles. White heavy checkmark, creative control over her advertising campaigns. White heavy checkmark, sustainability projects. She would lead white heavy checkmark, a literal seat at the table. Not just her face on a billboard, that's what Coco wanted. Influence, impact, and partnership. Mercedes gave her everything BMW didn't. The announcement? A masterpiece. Coco was in Beijing for a tournament. Mercedes rolled out a black EQS in the plaza. Sleek, futuristic, flawless. She stepped out in white and silver looking like she owned the luxury car world. Cameras exploded. Headlines wrote themselves. And somewhere BMW had to be thinking, we just blew the biggest opportunity we've ever had. But this deal goes way beyond photo ops. It's Mercedes tying their future to a young superstar with global relevance. For decades, luxury car brands chose traditional figures, legends like Federer or Tiger Woods, athletes who represented excellence but weren't necessarily shaping culture. Coco is a different type of icon. She's bold, outspoken, authentic, socially conscious, and massively influential with Gen Z. She isn't just winning tennis matches. She's shaping conversations. Mercedes understood that. BMW didn't. The global impact is huge. Tennis viewership in China is exploding, and Coco's matches are pulling record numbers. With one deal, Mercedes just bought themselves wide exposure in the world's fastest-growing luxury car market. In the US, Coco is already mainstream, known far beyond tennis. And in Europe, Mercedes just signaled to BMW and every luxury competitor, we're redefining the narrative. Try to catch up. The sustainability piece is genius, too. Part of the deal positions Coco as the face of Mercedes' electric vehicle movement. The EQS, Mercedes' flagship EV, isn't just a high-end car. It's the future of their brand. Having Coco lead eco-focused campaigns instantly connects Mercedes with younger, environmentally aware consumers who care about more than horsepower.